Hey guys, this is Megan, and this is my video discussion for week 2. Um, I want to apologize ahead of time because my child will probably make an appearance at some point. He has been a little hard to get into bed or any time away from me when I'm not sleeping this week, so it's been a challenge, and he may show his cute face. We'll see. Anyway, so this week, I actually went straight to the Merriam-Webster dictionary for my mythology definition, and that might seem like kind of a cop-out, but I actually really like this definition. Yep. It's a popular belief or tradition that has grown up around something or someone, especially one embodying the ideals and institutions of a society or segment of society. And that latter part of the definition is what is really significant to me. Embodying the ideals and institutions of a society or segment of society. I think this is myth at its core, and I think all myth can be brought back to that part of the definition. The mythology the myth that I came up with that is actually something that I was fascinated with as a kid. Went to like a story time thing when I was a child, and there was a storyteller there. It was an African guy, and he told the story of Anansi the spider, which in research is a Ghanaian myth, not a deity, but just a mythology, is a story about this being, Anansi, who is a spider. Thank you. And anyway, there are a lot of Anansi stories. He's kind of this figure that represents storytelling. He is kind of the god of storytelling, I guess, if you want, as a way to liken him to something, even though he's not a deity. Sorry, that was off track. Anyway, the key thing about Anansi is that he uses wisdom, cunning, wit to kind of get out of these weird predicaments or to achieve certain tasks that he's given. And so there are so many stories. I'm not even really going to give you a specific one. I think that's a good general overview. But what I find interesting about Anansi, I was fascinated with his character and the stories of Anansi the spider when I was a child. I still love them. He has been recreated in many books, and I pass that on to my kids. I just think it's a fascinating story. And that kind of base position of using your intelligence to get through hard things. I was kind of researching Anansi when I thought, oh, this is a myth I want to share because I love it, and I think that it just relates on a lot of levels in society today. I actually found out that both DC and Marvel have alluded to Anansi the spider throughout their comic books, and if you wanted to look up Anansi on Wikipedia, it's Anansi. There's some brief mention of how Anansi was incorporated in both DC and Marvel comics. In Marvel, it was that Anansi was the original Spider-Man. So, fascinating tie into comics that I actually didn't even know until I was looking up things that I wanted to share with you guys about Anansi the spider. So, for me, I was sharing it more as just a practical result of the myth of, like, you're learning something from it. Like, in society today, your intelligence is going to take you far, and I think we see that in so many stories. You don't have to be the biggest, but it's more about using what you've got to get through hard situations. it was just a surprise revelation that Anansi really tied into comics. So I encourage you to Google that. I found that information out on the Wikipedia for Anansi, and I encourage you to look at any Anansi stories, especially if you have kids. He's a fascinating character from African mythology. Thanks, guys. I will talk to you soon.